just around the corner and we're in the midst of party season. Kohli, who runs Khubsoorat Collection, a very successful fashion brand in the UK, talks to us on the trends to look out for when you decide to hit that party circuit.
In the years that I have been formatting the whole fashion trends and collections from my store, I see actually a huge change in the approach of the client base here, who want to retain their roots very strongly and yet be able to mingle and merge with the environment. I've been very tuned to what my customer wants because I've been listening on board as to how they like to be seen here. So if the loud jewel colors like reds, oranges, fuchsias and greens are very popular back home, here we have to mold them. So we need to make them more subtle, more earthy for them to be able to wear it in this environment. So for me, the colors this year prominently have been more the neutral shades like the champagne, blush pink, greys, whether they were light dove grey or the charcoal grey, the creams, the ivories we've done away with, we don't do that anymore. We do the deep garnets and the maroons. Blacks has always been a forerunner because black allows you to merge with everything, I guess, and somehow isolate yourself from everyone else in a black. But we've tried to merge black with many other colors so that people have come out and stood out for who they are, where they are. But generally the environment has said, the client has come back and said, a touch of embroidery would look nice without being it loudly stated. So I've been working on those very strong tailored cuts and fits where the structure is visible as a very mainstream structure, but the hint of embroidery, a hint of print, a hint of a splash of color which would be more traditional based is shown in the garment. Dresses and more dresses. People have come now to wearing flares, they've come to wearing jumpsuits a lot, as long as it's just adorned a little bit with embroidery to make it look a little rooted. But the demand has been a lot of dresses. We've actually even gone to the extent of making sari draped dresses. So it can be worn as a sari when needed with a short blouse, or it can be worn with a different shirt or a different jacket and still be looked as a gown which is very fusion, which is more mainstream rather than just keeping it as an ethnic outfit. So overall the customer has demanded a change, and we've tried to fit in with a cut, very streamlined, tailored look and effect, and thrown in that burst of embroidery to make it look a tad bit heritage and rooted. Strangely, we still have sold black as #1, and I think it's going to be very difficult to take black away from anybody's wardrobe. The other color that has really become very popular is the blush pink champagne shade, which was always my signature line color, but I'm so happy to see a lot more people wearing it. It has a very skin tone nude effect, and it tends to keep people looking very fresh and youthful. The third color, which I feel stands out pretty strong, is the deep burgundy mulberry look, which has done very well for us as well. But these are the three colors which carry a huge palette for anybody who wants to wear them. Flares are actually like trousers, but they have a lot of flare to the bottom, and in the Asian terms we would call them shararas, and here you would call them flares. Jumpsuits tend to be again very structured, very well defined and cut, which I would say, depending on how they're cut, they need to have a bit more flow rather than very skin fitted. And of course dresses tend to have become such a huge acceptable attire in every format, because dresses tend to be, I guess, very mainstream as well. So the lengths have been long, the flares have been very, the actual cut has been pretty much full, and the drapes, we've tried to merge as much as we can within the tailored silhouette so that we can put forward the best foot in the form of fittings and cuts.